Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Tony Sports.
Welcome back to another episode of Dan Tony Sports. My name is Dan Snyder, joined tonight by the usual suspects, Dan O'Shea, Tony Casper, Dan Beebe. Gentlefolk, how do you tonight?
Well, sire.
That's good to hear. What about you, Dan Beebe?
Pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good. What about you, O'Shea?
Wonderful, just wonderful, my lord.
How is it that you can be, quote-unquote, wonderful, Dan O'Shea, when of all of the people in this room, you are the one who's most screwed when it comes to sports?
Just blind optimism.
That's a beautiful thing to have.
You gotta have something.
Yeah, gotta have something. Unfortunately, if you are a New York sports fan, you don't have anything except the Yankees.
And even then, they keep dropping like flies because Andujar is out for the season as of yesterday.
Oh my God!
He has to have surgery that's gonna put him on the bench.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is not good.
Ouchie.
Oh well.
Yankees can't keep anyone healthy right now. They're basically putting out a AAA ball club at this point.
And they're still winning, though.
Yeah, no, they are. You're right. You're absolutely right.
That is absolutely insane. But we're not here to talk about the New York Yankees. We don't talk baseball
Too much?
Yeah, too terribly much because
I mean, at this point, we're talking about more NASCAR than baseball.
no, that's not true. You keep trying to bring up NASCAR, and I keep shutting it down because, one, NASCAR is not a sport, and two, fuck NASCAR. So,
well, you got some serious beef with NASCAR, huh?
I mean, seriously, it's left turns, the easiest of the turn.
I get it. I was watching F1 racing this weekend, and they at least have to go right and left.
Will you at least acknowledge the Indy 500 coming up?
No. Although, I will say, coming up sometime in the near-ish future, I will be in Watkins Glen.
You will? No.
I will.
No.
Well, that's as close as you're probably going to get, BB.
Probably.
I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just a realist.
Nope, I get to be the bearer of bad news. Gentlemen, tonight's vicious volley.
Okay. I don't know why this is bad news, but I don't like the start of it.
In 2018, there were 41 people in the NFL who attempted a field goal. Oh. Dan O'Shea, we're going to start with you. Name the 41 people who attempted a field goal in the 2018-2019 NFL season.
All 40, how many of them?
41. You will start with you. Name, guys, collectively, try and name all 41 of the people who attempted a field goal.
You just have to.
All right, I'll go with one of the oldest ones there, Gostkowski.
Stephen Gostkowski is correct. Dan Beebe, we'll go to you next.
Mason Crosby.
Mason Crosby is correct. Tony.
Will Lutz.
Will Lutz is correct. Fun fact about Will Lutz, if you miss a field goal in overtime against Will Lutz, he'll come over and console you, and then the Browns will fire you the very next day. Dan O'Shea, we come back to you.
I'm going to go with Greg the Leg Zwerline.
Greg the Leg Zorline is correct. Dan Beebe.
Matt Prater.
Matt Prater.
Prater? Is that what you're saying?
Prater. I know who you're talking. Yes. He did.
Lions? Yeah, Lions, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Tony Casper.
How do you pronounce his last name? Gostowski?
Goskowski.
Yeah, whoever that asshole is on the Patriots.
Dan O'Shea already said it. You are out.
Oh. I didn't.
Dan O'Shea.
Reliable.
Dan O'Shea.
Should have gone with my boy.
I'm gonna go with a namesake for my fantasy team, for one of my fantasy teams last season, and that fantasy team name was Butt Caresser, Harrison Butker.
Harrison Butker is correct. Dan Beebe.
Elam.
Jason Elam. Jason Elam is not correct.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he's been in the NFL for like 5 years. All right, so we didn't get very many.
That was.
I was out. I was drawing a blank.
Jason Myers, he's your kicker, O'Shea.
Yeah. He's new.
I was gonna go with Dan Bailey next.
I still miss Big B.
Yeah, because Bailey's the guy I always pick in fantasy because I don't want the Dallas Cowboys to score.
So, Kaimi Fairbairn, Justin Tucker, Brett Maher, Jason Myers, Robbie Gold, Aldrich Rosas, Jake Elliott, Cody Parkey, Ryan Suckup, Dustin Hopkins, Dan Bailey, Stephen Hauschka, Sebastian Janikowski, Adam Vinatieri, Brandon McManus, Randy Bullock, Matt Bryant, Daniel Carlson, Josh Lambo, Chris Boswell, Chandler Catanzaro, Greg Joseph, Jason Sanders, Cairo Santos, Michael Badgley, Graham Gano, Zane Gonzalez, Caleb Sturgis, Matthew Crane, Phil Dawson, Mike Nugent, Kai Forbath, Giorgio Tavecchio, Sam Ficken, and Johnny Hecker are the ones that we did not get. Jesus is correct.
Not a great showing.
No, I expected you to get Aldrich Rosas. I expected you, Dan O'Shea, to get Jason Myers. And I expected you, Dan Beebe, to get whoever the fuck is kicking for Buffalo.
Exactly.
Which is Stephen Hauschka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burn it.
That was supposed to be way more dramatic than it was. I just threw the papers and it didn't do what I was hoping.
It's alright. We appreciate your effort. It's not your fault that we suck.
It's not my fault you guys suck. You're correct. Speaking of sucking, that NBA draft lottery sucked.
It wasn't great.
I just want to ask, just right out of the gate, anyone smell a conspiracy here?
No.
I don't know that I smell a conspiracy. I think it's certainly convenient. I don't know if I'm frozen enveloping this one yet.
Really? Because I just have a hard time. Most people thought the Knicks were going to get the first overall pick, which, first of all, you only have a 14% chance. So to say that you expect the Knicks to have the first pick doesn't make sense. But if you expected the Knicks to have the first pick, and then they say something along the lines of, we are hoping that if we get the first pick, that we can trade our pick to the Pelicans in an attempt to get Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA was like, give the first pick to the Pelicans, you say? I think we shall. It's an attempt to keep Anthony Davis in New Orleans.
I mean, it certainly begs the question, but what do you do in the front office? What if he wants to stay now? He's like, yeah, you know what, I'll stay. And they're like, yeah, bet you will. Get the fuck out of here.
No, they want it. That's the point. They're still trying to convince him to stay. They're hoping Zion...
If I was them, I would get Zion and then I'd trade him for a boatload. For whoever the guy wanted to go with Zion.
Which would be Anthony Davis, most likely. I smell a rat.
In this day and age of the NBA, I'm not exactly convinced about the idea of building your team around two big men at the post. It's not the way this game's going anymore. This is a 3-point shooting league.
And Anthony Davis can shoot threes. Not spectacularly, but he can shoot them.
Yeah, so thinks Embiid.
Yeah,
Is it an attempt to keep AD in New Orleans, or is it an attempt, in my opinion, to keep New Orleans relevant? Because it's not really a basketball city. They don't really, for the most part, give a crap about the NBA. And they're about to lose their franchise player, so the NBA is like, that's a big market that, we could potentially lose. Let's get them excited again.
Perhaps
I mean, it certainly helps their market. They sold 2,000 season tickets the night after, or the night from the draft lottery to the next morning. 2,000 season ticket holders overnight.
That's a lot.
Yeah, obviously it's a huge boom for New Orleans, who could barely bribe people to go.
Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, there are just some cities that do not care about basketball, despite how great the team is. I.e., do you think anyone fucking cares about the Miami Heat in Miami? No! People aren't at the games. People are out at the beach watching the topless people.
Exactly. It's also because there's shit to do in those cities.
Right. It doesn't make sense to have teams in some cities. Like, honestly, move the fucking Heat to San Antonio. Give San Antonio 2 teams so they could get excited about something besides the Spurs. I mean, they did have the Commanders, but that all went to shit.
Dissolve that shit.
Poop the bed on that.
Sure did. No, I think there is a conspiracy here, like, similar to the quote-unquote frozen envelope, that they felt New Orleans needed to have the first pick, either, like Dan said, to keep New Orleans relevant, because every star that's been there has wanted to get the fuck out. Chris Paul couldn't wait to get the fuck out of New Orleans. Anthony Davis wants out. Boogie Cousins was more than happy to get the fuck out.
Boogie Cousins needed to... He wanted to go somewhere where he wasn't going to necessarily be the center of attention. Although, him going anywhere pretty much makes him the center of attention.
Maybe.
Till he gets hurt. But...
Well, yeah, and then nobody gives a fuck, and they forget that he's even on the team to begin with. Or at least that's what I've seen happen.
I mean, basically, the fact that he got hurt just in time for the playoffs is like somebody who puts a huge amount of sponsorship dollars into NASCAR, and then they write the car on lap route 1.
What is it with you and NASCAR?
I'm just saying, that's exactly what it's like. It's like, you paid all this money, and fuck you, and now it's going to just sit in the...
Or...
Nobody can see your sponsor now.
Here's a somewhat relevant one. How about when LeBron James says, I need someone that can play offense and defense to help me win a championship.
Not James Harden.
Go get such and such person. The Cavaliers are like, what about Andrew Bogut? And LeBron's like, yes, thank you. I can work with him. And then 20 seconds into his first game as a Cavalier, he breaks his leg.
Well, this is why
he broke his leg 20 seconds into his first game with LeBron.
So this is why I could get signed. Here, I'll play defense.
Yeah, I mean, defense is like 80% effort, but
You're going to try to score? Okay, defense.
I can try as hard as I want. It doesn't fucking matter. Someone's scoring on me. I am not a good defender in NBA standards. I mean, I might take a charge, but that's only because at this size it's hard to get moving.
Because I don't really like moving.
Yeah, I'm kind of lazy.
As far as defense on the NHL, I mean, by all means, make every scoring play one of those ones we saw last week, where it was like tumbling into the goalie and then just hoping the puck crosses the line.
Yeah. Yep.
Just take the freaking goalie out every time.
I mean, I am hugely in favor of playing more defense.
Me too. Defense.
Except, it's unfair to have to play defense. That's a direct shot at the NFL fans who are saying that.
I thought you were referring to Space Jam again, where Bill Murray's like, oh, I don't play defense.
No, I'm referring to the fact that if you don't want the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl, the Chiefs just have to fucking stop them once.